Masai Mara National Reserve is an area of preserved savanna wilderness in southwestern Kenya, along the Tanzanian border. Its animals include lions, cheetahs, elephants, zebras and hippos. Wildebeest traverse its plains during their annual migration. The landscape has grassy plains and rolling hills, and is crossed by the Mara and Talek rivers. The area nearby is dotted with villages, inkangs, of Masai people. Masai Mara is one of Africa's greatest wildlife reserves. Masai Mara is situated in southwest Kenya and is one of Africa's greatest wildlife reserves. Together with the Serengeti National Park in Tanzania, it forms Africa's most diverse, incredible and most spectacular ecosystems, and possibly the world's top safari big game viewing ecosystem. Masai Mara National Reserve stretches 1,510 square kilometers, 580 square miles, and raises 1,500 to 170 meters above sea level. Add the conservancies and the area is at least twice the size. It hosts over 95 species of mammals and over 570 recorded species of birds. This is the World Cup of Wildlife, and together with the Serengeti National Park, there is no better place in the world to see what the Masai Mara and Serengeti National Park provide. Wildebeest migration. Make sure you have your safari book planned out that includes the Masai Mara. The wildebeest migration is nothing short of amazing. It is one of the things you have to add to your bucket list. Best time to be in Kenya for it is July to October, although Kenya is a great year-round destination. Masai Mara National Reserve is located in southwest Kenya and is a vast scenic expanse of gently rolling African savanna plains measuring 1,510 square kilometers in area and bordering the Serengeti National Park in Tanzania to the south. Masai Mara is a unique wildlife conservation haven, famous for its spectacular natural diversity of wildlife, and is a premier Kenya safari location in East Africa, offering visitors numerous reasons to visit this animal paradise. Large numbers of lions, cheetah, elephant, rhino, African buffalo, wildebeest, giraffe, zebra and many more animals are found in the park in their natural habitat, unconfined and free to roam the vast wilderness stretching for miles on end. It is no surprise then that tourists from the world over travel here to experience a Masai Mara safari tour, more so as the reserve has been voted one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Regarding the origin of the name, the word Masai comes from the Masai tribe, nomadic inhabitants of the area, and the word Mara is their word for spotted, referring to the ubiquitous flat-topped acacia trees, shrubs and bushes that dot the landscape across most of the reserve. Masai Mara now also comprises a number of conservancies and group ranches bordering the main reserve, and is home to some of the most diverse species of African wildlife, and is also the site of the annual wildebeest migration, simply called the Great Migration. Masai Mara National Park is famous for this migration, when large herds of 1 million+ wildebeest, zebra and other animals including the big cats migrate north into the Mara from Serengeti National Park. The migration typically takes place between July to mid-September and involves the wildebeest making dangerous crossings through crocodile-infested rivers. The Mara, as Masai Mara is also known, is among the best wildlife reserves not just in Kenya but also in Africa, and the aim of this website, Masai Mara Travel, is to offer comprehensive information to guide visitors and tourists in planning their visit or for booking a safari in Masai Mara, suited to their preference. Travelers are expected to have numerous questions while planning their visit, everything from which is the best month to visit, to which is the better reserve, Serengeti or Masai Mara, or even information on how to book a trip to this magnificent reserve. Rolling hills, sprawling savannas, dramatic river crossings and of course, more wildlife and adventure than any movie could ever portray. Welcome to the Masai Mara, home to the lions of Big Cat Diary, temporary residents of the Great Migration, mighty Masai warriors and some of the most luxurious safari lodges on earth. Situated in the southwest of Kenya, covering an area of 1,510 square kilometers, 583 square miles, the Masai Mara National Reserve is a land of breathtaking vistas, abundant wildlife and endless plains. The quintessential Masai Mara safari delivers many attractions, as the reserve is home to an excellent year-round concentration of game, including the more than 2 million wildebeest, zebras and other antelopes that make up the famous Great Migration. And beyond owns 2 lodges in the Masai Mara, Kikwa Tempo Tented Camp and Baitler Camp. The reserve is a photographer's and naturalist's paradise, with abundant elephant, buffalo, giraffe, lion and cheetah alongside the migratory wildebeest and zebra. Leopards are frequently encountered, endangered black rhino hide in the dense thickets and large rafts of hippo and enormous crocodiles are found in the Mara River. The park is also home to over 450 bird species. The Masai Mara features a stunning kaleidoscope of wild and rugged landscapes, warm and welcoming people and an exciting array of creatures, big and small. World famous for hosting the epic Great Migration, the Masai Mara welcomes 1.5 million wildebeests onto its sprawling savannas each July through October. The Masai Mara National Reserve and conservancies are brimming with life and offer safari travelers a wide variety of activities to choose from. Whether you take to the skies for a high-flying hot air balloon adventure at sunrise or hit the road for a 4x4 safari, you're sure to leave the Masai Mara with unforgettable experiences and lifelong memories. This is a first-rate safari experience that brings together abundant big cat sightings with the chance to see the annual wildebeest migration. The Masai Mara Reserve is known around the world for its abundance of cats, portrayed by numerous wildlife documentaries that have been filmed here. The profusion of cats and the annual Great Migration that enters the reserve from July to October makes for concentrated wildlife interaction. Places like the Masai Swamp, Rhino Ridge and Topi Plains are some of its famous locations. The best places for the migration are the banks of the Mara or Talik rivers or the confluence of the two. Combine your visit to the reserve with a stop at the neighboring private conservancies, where numbers are more controlled and walk, night drives and off-road driving are allowed. The Masai Mara can be a wonderful experience but a disappointment if not well planned. There are many lodges that bring hordes of visitors into the reserve during peak season, from July to the end of September, so get an expert to book somewhere that suits your taste. Why go on a Masai Mara safari? The Masai Mara National Reserve and its neighboring conservancies form Kenya's flagship conservation area and one of the top safari destinations in Africa. Its wide-open plains provide a sanctuary for an abundance of animals like elephant, buffalo, zebra, giraffe, hyena and the Mara's famous big cats, lion, leopard and cheetah. And between about August and November every year, the Mara is a much-welcomed pit stop for unending masses of wildebeest that follow the rains on their death-defying, 900-kilometer, 1,800-mile, circular journey. Thousands of visitors come to the Mara every year to enjoy some of the most authentic safari experiences in Africa. Here are a few reasons why we love Masai Mara safari. Game viewing in the Masai Mara is excellent all year round thanks to its varied landscapes, wide open spaces, temperate climate and diverse population of resident game. Its champagne-colored savannas are home to safari heavyweights like lion, leopard, elephant and buffalo, plus popular species like zebra, giraffe, hyena, eland and gazelle. Rhino sightings are scarce, but these endangered animals can be spotted, if you're in luck, in the Mara Triangle. The Mara is renowned for delivering exceptional big cat, lion, leopard and cheetah sightings. Cheetahs are particularly well adapted to the region's flat plains, which makes the Masai Mara one of the best places to see these nimble predators. They often seek vantage points on fallen trees, termite mounds, and even game drive vehicles. It's a highlight of any Masai Mara safari to watch the world's fastest land mammal chase down its prey. You can combine thrilling land-based game viewing in 4x4 vehicles with Masai guided nature walks, and crown your Masai Mara safari with an unsurpassable hot air balloon experience. The best flight paths follow the course of the Mara River, allowing you to peek down into the forests, float past vultures' nests and observe the early morning routines of boisterous hippos. After touching down onto the plains, you'll be treated with a delicious bush breakfast with champagne. The Masai are a semi-nomadic ethnic group who inhabit most of Kenya and northern Tanzania, and are well known by travelers for their distinctive customs and dress. Although cattle ownership is still a central aspect of their culture, increased safari tourism has led many Masai to become expert safari guides and camp managers. While on a Masai Mara safari, you'll have plenty of opportunities to interact with Masai guides and camp staff, plus get the chance to visit local villages for a fascinating glimpse of traditional Masai culture, lifestyle and traditions. A conservancy is a very specific type of land and wildlife conservation area. Landowners enter into contracts with safari operators in return for monetary compensation and other assistance. This could include anything from educational and healthcare programs to livestock and grazing management. The Masai Mara National Reserve can get crowded during safari high season, about June to October, which is why we recommend staying in one of the neighboring private conservancies. More than 500 bird species are known to occur, including 12 species of cisticola and 53 birds of prey. Grassland birds are especially well represented. Large numbers of Palearctic migrants winter in the area, including Caspian plovers and white storks. The Ololo or Siriu escarpment is one of the few Kenyan sites for rock cisticola, and other local and unusual birds in the Masai Mara include rufous-bellied heron, Denham's bustard, black cuckoo, red-tailed chat, pale wren warbler, Taborus cisticola, icterine warbler, in the northern winter, yellow-bellied hyli otter, green-capped termomla and magpie, shrike. There is a single record of shoebill, from the Muziaru swamp, Kahindi 1994. Mara's extensive grasslands are a stronghold for the threatened, migratory corn creek and the near-threatened, restricted range Jackson's widowbird. The woodlands around the reserve are probably the center of abundance for the threatened, restricted range grey-crested helmet.